Hello, welcome back for another video on ARK Survival Ascended, and today we're diving into a video I really didn't want to make. There are currently many bugs in ARK Survival Ascended. I have nothing but love and passion for this game, and all I want is the best playable version of the game we love so much. But I do feel like a lot of these bugs need addressing. At the end of the day, I'm here to spread love and positivity for the game, so hopefully the devs will see this video, and some of these bugs will get fixed. Let's get straight into it. Kicking things off, we have constant crashes. Some days I go a whole day without crashing at all, and then other days I'll crash 20 times. Admittedly, I have been having a lot of problems with my PC, and I do need to send it back for repairs. It crashes so much compared to any other game that I own. Some games don't even crash, but ARK does it all the time, and it's an absolute nightmare. Pretty sure my game crashes way more these days than what it did when the game first released. And sadly for me in this clip, we were trying to do a boss fight and my game kept crashing. I ended up missing out while everyone died in the boss fight anyway, so probably got saved in the end, but that's beside the point. A game should not crash this much, and I can imagine it's quite frustrating for a lot of players. I get so many crash errors in this game, I don't even bother reading them anymore. Definitely one of the more recent bugs, and probably one of the most frustrating for a lot of players, as the Thylacoleo is one of the most popular creatures in the game. The Thyla has gone from being able to jump great distances to being able to jump zero distances. I wouldn't go as far to say that the Thyla's jump was what made it the best thing about the Thyla, however it is well known for its traversal capabilities, and it really does hinder the Thyla in that respect. On the plus point, the devs have acknowledged this problem, and it should be fixed in an upcoming update. So hopefully that update will come sooner rather than later. Moving on to another creature, we have the Morellatops. The Morellatops did receive a TLC with the new Scorched Earth release. One of the new features add in a water stat that can be leveled, but there is a slight problem. It doesn't actually work. Even if you level it past the base stat of 750, it will never fill up water above 750. So if this stat actually worked as intended, it will make the Morellatops so much better. So hopefully this will get fixed in the near future. For me, meshing is a big problem in this game. There's nothing worse than dying and losing your entire gear to the mesh. In this instance, I'm going to point out the cave mesh. I also haven't had too many problems. I did run into this once in my 100 days playthrough, where my bag got stuck in the ceiling and it was inaccessible. And that was my entire gear going poof into thin air. But I do believe this is more common than I have experienced, as I have heard similar stories from other people encountering the same issue. Another example is when we decided to run the artifact to the crag cave on Scorched Earth with a couple of packs of hyenodons. I'm pretty sure at least 5 of our hyenodons got stuck under the mesh, which really sucks. Luckily it was only hyenodons and it wasn't something I really cared about. But yeah, this is a big problem and really does need fixing. Next up, we have the Scorched Earth frequency of weather storms. This map is hard enough as it is, let alone having to deal with constant storms all the time, which is crazy right now. And even when you're already stuck out in a storm, your Jerboas are already chirping away, warning you of the next one. Luckily, this is hopefully getting addressed with the upcoming update. Next up, we have the queen bee spawns on Scorched Earth. It's like a 5% chance that you'll find a queen bee that's out of the mesh and not stuck inside the walls. And honestly, this spawn was completely broken in ASE as well. It was so rare to find a beehive. In ASA, it's not a whole lot better, but at least they actually spawn on the map. Back in the day on ASE, I did a whole playthrough and never saw one beehive during the entirety of my playthrough. Once again, this has been pointed out that it will be fixed in the upcoming update. But it is really nice that they're acknowledging the bugs in the game and planning to address them. But the Lightning Wyvern hit reg is not up to par, I must say, as when flying through the air, using the elemental attack on other wyverns, it doesn't seem to hit at all. To be fair though, this was very strong in ASE. You could kill massive clusters of wild wyverns just from circling around them in the air while sprinting, and kiting them around in circles. The Lightning Wyvern used to be my favourite variant of wyvern, but I do feel like this needs to be fixed, or make a return, because the fire wyverns are so strong right now, being able to kill the rider off pretty much any flyer or creature in the game. Up next, we have unlootable loot crates. There's nothing worse than rocking up to a cave, wanting to loot a loot crate, and it's completely stuck in the wall. I will point out that I haven't really experienced this on the island map, but it has been a common occurrence in some of the Scorched Earth caves. A lot of people have also said that some of the spawns are broken unofficial, which I'm not really sure what that means, but it'd be nice if we can loot those tasty loot crates. And also, while we're on the subject, maybe we can also get stone and sand taken out of those red drops. That'll be lovely. Single player on console really does need a save button. I'm pretty sure people are still losing progress to this day. This game is a massive grind, and there's nothing worse than grinding for hours and then losing all of your progress. Console players are a massive part of the player base, and a lot of players do like to play single player, so please just give them a save button. There are a few issues on the Scorched Earth map. For example, in single player, the Uteranus is basically non-existent. And from my experience when playing a Nitrado server, this one might be a little bit of a touchy subject. There is a lack of wyvern spawns in the trench. I noticed it was slightly better in single player, but for me, it's not as adrenaline fueled as it should be. As whenever I steal an egg, it's almost guaranteed you only have one wyvern pursuing you. Never in ARC would I pick up a wyvern egg when riding an RG, with my first thought being looking around to see if it's safe to stick around and fight. On ARK Survival Evolved, I'll be long gone. I'm already knowing that there's 10 angry wyverns on my butt, wanting to get their egg back. In ASA, the most wyverns I've had pursuing me is probably 2 or 3. There's definitely some inconsistency with the spawns, and I do really think it needs looking into. This is a bug I've ran into a few times now, and it typically happens whenever I install a new update. But I'd say this has happened at least 4 times to me since the release of ASA. Upon joining the game after an update, my map discovery goes back to square one, and I have to rediscover the map all over again. I'm intrigued to know if anyone else has ran into this bug, or is it just me? Water veins becoming invisible, and this is happening all the time for me. And when looking at the invisible water vein, you can't even use it to place your water well. I'm not sure if this is intended. Maybe it is just the hot climate temporarily drying up the water vein, but it seems that they're only 20% visible, with 80% of the time being invisible. But I really wanted to know if it was just a me problem, or are others experiencing this problem. There are many visual bugs in ARK, especially in ARK Ascended. I'd be inclined to say there's more visual bugs in Ascended than there is in Evolved. And I know this has always been a thing, but this has been happening constantly for me. I can't even remember the last time my character rode a creature correctly. Doesn't even matter what creature it is. Doesn't matter if I log out, restart my game, restart my PC. This happens every time I log in, and happens all day. I've also noticed that my friends that live stream also have this issue, and it is funny at first, but when you're dealing with this 24/7 while trying to record footage for videos, it is a little frustrating. So I'm going to guess this is an issue for most people. I just want to be able to ride my creature normally, man. But this is just one example of many. There are some crazy ones. For example, let's take a look at my mate Rasclark's live stream, where he discovered a new visual glitch, which I've never seen before. So let's grab some popcorn, sit back and enjoy the ride.
What is this? What is going on?
What, do you have a heat stroke or what?
Some sort of stroke. Look out! Look out!
Wait, was it
Wildcards! We're right there, mate. Don't worry, I can help you. Hang on, I'm just gonna try and get behind you. There we go. Just down here now. Wildcards!
There's way too many visual glitches in this game, and I'm going to leave you with a nice clip of my mate Fender getting stuck inside an oil vein, which is kind of on the subject of getting stuck in the mesh, I guess. And that is going to be the end of the video. I'm not going to say I hope you all enjoyed it, because I don't really enjoy making a video like this, but I feel like it has to be said. And like I said, I love this game so much, and from the bottom of my heart, there's no game out there that compares to ARK. It really is one of a kind, so it just needs some TLC, man, and it could be one of the best games on the market. So please do like, comment and share around. It would be good to get this video pushed out there a lot more. Maybe the devs will see it, and maybe we'll get some much needed bug fixes. Hope you all have a great weekend, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Take care, goodbye.